Welcome back everyone. So this is our first match with the Charizard EX deck, and this deck did really well. This archetype did awesome at Worlds. The people placing both 4th and 5th were using Charizard EX, and this is one that when I started playing, it was one of the decks they just gave to everyone. So I don't know if that's still the case, but it's pretty easy to use. It does a lot, ramps up really quickly. So I already had a deck, but I made some changes to match the one that got 4th place. So let's take a look at it. Of course, it's named after the Charizard. So big thing here, Infernal Rain. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 3 basic fire energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way that you would like, then shuffle your deck. So he powers himself up, and then Burning Darkness only takes 2 fire energy, starts 180, does 30 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. So does a lot quickly, powers up really fast, and just continues to get stronger throughout the end of the game. And then often paired with the Pidgeot EX, which has the quick search ability. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. You can't use more than 1 quick search ability each turn. And also paired with the Duskull line. So Dusclops, Curse Blast, put 5 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, which knocks this Pokemon out. But even stronger than that is the Dusk Noir. Curse Blast does 13 damage counter on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So you can use these guys to target your opponent's support, or even if they have a strong EX as the defending Pokemon, use that plus the Burning Darkness, and you can now reach one-hit KOs, which were previously out of reach. The Cleffa is kind of your starting card, Grasping Draw. Make sure you draw cards until you have 7 in your hand. Of course, being a baby Pokemon, only 30 HP, doesn't cost any energy to use the attack. So keeps your hand stocked up, plus is nice bait for getting a KO, which of course powers up your Burning Darkness. And then we've got the Chi-Yu here, which is a single prize attacker, which also lets you get some fire energies from your Scarlet back onto your bench. The trainers, so this is kind of the big thing that we've been seeing lately. The maximum belt is the A spec used for this one, because if you attach this to your Charizard, it does 50 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon EX. So just like we discussed, now you're reaching 1-hit KOs on things that you could not before. And even early game, it was almost a mistake to get your Charizard out before your opponent took any prize cards, because it was only doing 180, which was missing out on most one-hit KOs, even on the basic EX Pokemon. Now with the maximum belt, you're hitting those, you're knocking them out, getting prizes early, and powering up even quicker. Other thing that's different here, so we've got the Jacq, search your deck for up to 2 evolution Pokemon, reveal them, put them into your hand. And then the Briar, use this card only if your opponent has exactly 2 prize cards remaining during this turn. If your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack used by your Terra Pokemon, take 1 more prize card. So this is used if you need to take 2 prizes from something that would normally be a 1-prizer. The other trainers are pretty standard, and then the energy, they also ran the Mist Energy. As long as this is attached, prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon, to the Pokemon this card is attached to. So this protects from effects of attacks, which you can use to put on your Pidgeot and keep your quick search safe, or if you really need to keep your Duskull so you can get your Dusclops or Dusk Noir out, you can use that as well. And then of course the Pheasantipity, when you get something knocked out, you get to draw the 3 cards with the script. Alright, so that is this deck. It was the number 4 deck at Worlds. We'll see if I have similar luck with it.